We pull no punches. Press the button, subscribe.
Fight fans, welcome, and I'm delighted to be
Welcome.
joined on my channel today by Liam Williams. Liam, how are you doing, mate?
All right, mate, all good. Thank you very much.
And thanks for taking the time to come on my channel as well. I do appreciate it.
No problem, mate. It's my pleasure.
Cheers. Well, Liam, you've had a 31 fight pro career, 25 wins in that time. The last time we saw you in a boxing ring, you was beaten by the emerging rising star in Hamza Shiraz, and you hung up the gloves shortly after that. But I've been seeing your social media. This could be changing, couldn't it? You're thinking of a return to the boxing ring, aren't you?
Yeah, potentially, mate. There's nothing set in stone yet, but it's quite possible. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah, bit of time out the ring, bit of time to reflect and see, where I'm at. I'm still, I still feel good. The rest would have probably done me a lot of good in terms of knocks to the head, injuries, my hands, and everything else goes along with it.
Brilliant. Well, it will be good to see you back in the ring. And I always, like I said, I look at your social media. You're always keeping yourself very, very active, aren't you, in the gym?
Yeah, mate. I mean, like, even when I knocked on the head, I've never once stopped training. I've always like, all right, I might have a week here and there, but I'm always doing something. I need to be honest with you, because this.
Yeah, you know what? You hear things like that from so many boxers. Well, sticking on the subject of with boxers like yourself that are sort of retired, thinking of coming back, we do see a lot of U-turns from fighters who hang up the gloves. With the potential talk of you coming back, what's sort of been the turning point for you?
Um, so I've been thinking about it for a long time, to be honest with you. Even like within a few months, after I said I knocked on the head, and I just thought, well, I was thinking, the decision is made now. So don't be one of these guys going back on your word and blah blah blah. But I just think, yeah, a bit of time out just refresh me. Obviously I miss it a lot,
Yeah,
and I think I'm still at that age where I still have something to give. Whereas like if I was a couple of years further down the line, then maybe I would have said, yeah, it's the right time. But I still know that I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm good to go. So um, you know. What if I had left it go another 18 months, 2 years? Then that is kind of the borderline. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I just thought you got to strike while the iron's hot, and do it now rather than maybe look back for the rest of my life and think, what if?
So there's still plenty of fire in the belly to get back in the ring where you've. I mean, how long have you sort of felt like this of returning to the ring now?
Yeah, I'd say probably 6 to 8 months. It's been obviously the first couple of months was great. I don't have to diet and stuff, although I've always ate well anyway. But there's no limits of what I can eat. I can go and have a couple of drinks and this and that. It's like I've got my life back.
Yeah,
It's like Christmas all over.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, once that couple of weeks, couple of months, once that's all done and dusted, it's like this is shit. Well, I'd rather be in routine and doing something anyway and working hard. So yeah, it's been there for a long time, to be honest with you. I was trying to avoid it, but here we are.
Well, from what I gather, with a lot of fighters like yourself I speak to, when it's in the blood, it's in the blood, isn't it? There's no turning back, is there?
Oh, definitely, mate. Yes, it's a big hole to fill, and I understand that one day it's gonna have to be filled, and you're gonna have to let it go. But as I said to you earlier, I think I'm still at that age where I can do it, and I don't want no regrets and look back thinking what ifs.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, where you say about the age you're at now, and this, you still feel there's plenty to give. Boxing's in a very, very strange place at the minute with some of the fights we see. For example, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition fight. As a fan, I hate stuff like this, my personal opinion. As an ex-fighter, how do you feel about when you see stuff like that coming into the game now?
Yeah, it's same as you, mate. I think it's shite, to be honest with you.
Yeah, shit.
It's stupid, and oh, it's funny one because although I would watch it, I would, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's a pile of bollocks, and it's
Oh yeah,
I've not really got anything to say, but it's just crap.
fair enough. That's why I like bluntness to the point. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah. Well, you've won Commonwealth and British titles, challenged for a world title, and shared the ring with some brilliant, brilliant fighters. As you say, you're still relatively young at the age of 33. With the talk of you coming back to the ring, realistically, what do you think, if you do, you can achieve in the sport still?
Who knows, mate? It could be big. I don't really know. That's the truth. That's the answer. But
Okay.
I just think I've definitely got a lot to give. I'm training and sparring young boys in the gym as well, and I'm doing more than the right. Let's say that. So I feel good, and we just go with the flow, one at a time, and see where I can get to. I'm pretty sure there's some big fights left out there for me.
It would be brilliant to see you back in some big fights too. I
Thank you
mean,
very much.
no problem. I mean, some of the names you've shared the ring with as well, albeit some of the titles you won beating Gary Corker and Mark Heffron, but obviously the sort of like superstar names of your Liam Smiths, your Chris Eubank Juniors, Hamza Shiraz, Demetrius Andrade. Who would you say is the best that you've shared the ring with?
uh, I would have to say probably realistically, I'd probably have to say Andrade,
Okay.
but um, I think Shiraz is outstanding as well. But obviously, when I went into the Andrade fight, I was I was at the races a lot more then.
Yeah.
Whereas like going into Shiraz, I had a lot more problems going on, things which I don't want to say about, but there was a lot more. When I was training for Andrade, it was a lot more straightforward and things were good. So um, I would say Shiraz. I don't know. I would say Shiraz probably going to be world champion, and if he fights Canelo, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he beats him.
Seriously, you think that could happen?
Yeah, defo.
I mean, he had obviously that draw out in Saudi, and then his last one, he come back with a terrific performance. So he's definitely on the up.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've shared the ring with Chris Eubank. I remember the sort of beef building up to that fight. Just as an interested fan in myself, a bit of insight into Chris Eubank. What is he sort of like to deal with in a pre-fight situation, and are you okay now after the fight? Have you spoken or anything like that?
No, fuck no. I'd never speak to him.
Don't like him at all.
No, 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 no. He's we worlds apart. I could never see me like him. He's just one of them people. He's silver spoon, and he thinks so much of himself. He's up there, we're down there. Um, yeah, again, one of those ones I don't really know what you want me to say. He's a
Just
shit
honest
bag.
insight.
He's a shit bag.
Yeah, I was just looking when I was looking at when I looked at like obviously the fights you've had. I thought Chris Eubank's the one I need to ask him because I know before the fight you had that sort of build up you had, and I wondered whether you'd spoken at all now and you was okay, but you just don't like him at all.
Nah, never, mate. No way.
Fair enough. That's what I love to hear. It's coming back onto your career as regards fights you won, titles you won. What would you say is the best fight and the best win that you had?
Uh, I have to say, I think probably the one that gave me the most satisfaction was Mark Heffron, maybe. I think because um, so I was supposed to fight a guy called James Metcalf.
Yeah, yeah,
Metcalf pulled out. I was obviously a light middle then, So
Yep.
I moved up in weight to fight Mark Efron, where everyone was like shocked. Why is he done that?
Mm,
So I moved up just to keep active and keep the fight going because his opponent pulled out as well. I can't remember who he's fighting.
mm,
Um, it's gonna bug me now. But he was supposed to fight someone. Both our opponents pulled out. Moved up a weight, and he was 21-0. He'd knocked out 19, I think, and everyone just thought Liam's gone up a weight. He's gonna batter him. He's gonna stop him, knock him out, and
mm.
obviously he's used that as fire, and you know, it gave me that boost, and I went and done a number on him. So that was the most satisfying for me.
Brilliant. Well, if you're, I mean, when I say thinking of coming back to the ring, if I was going to ask you a percentage wise that you will be back in the ring, what would you say it would be? Honestly,
um, Probably 95.
big chance then. I thought I've got to try and get that out here.
Yeah.
um, when your 95% chance to get back in the ring, when do you think you would be back in the ring? Do you think it'd be at the start of the next year, before the end of the year? And what sort of would it be? Sort of like getting back into a 6 round or something like that?
Yeah, well, I don't want to drag it out at the end. If I made the decision, then this year, why not? Um, Towards back end of the year now. Um, yeah, so I'd like to do it this year and probably come back 6, 8 rounds just to, shake off a bit of rust, get under the lights. Um, yeah, I don't feel like I need that. I'm happy to just go into a big title fight, whatever. I'm not asked, but it'll probably be the wise move.
I mean, your mentality as well has always been you'll step in the ring with anybody. Your career is based on that. You can tell that. As regards your promoter last time was it Frank Warren your last promoter?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, I was with Frank, and then um, sticky one. I went with Probellum,
okay, yeah, yeah,
mate. Paul Lake never once got me a fight. Never fought under their banner once. And then they were demanding a load of money off me to be able to leave, and they didn't do nothing for me. So won't go too deep into that, but yeah, that was a big mistake I made going with them.
really,
And yeah, but my last fight was on a Frank Warren show against Shiraz, obviously.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, reflecting on your time with Frank Warren, is it just plain and simple really good memories working under Frank?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like a lot of people slag him off in the past, well, even still now. But like, I've never really had too much trouble, to be honest with you. He's always looked after me, so got me some really good fights, some good money and this and that. So I can't fault him.
Brilliant. Well, I really hope everything does work out for you with the return. You've gave us some really memorable fights over the years you've been in the ring, and it's been a fascinating interview with you. And thanks for being so honest. It's always appreciated, and answering everything that I've asked you as well. So, just want to say, Liam, thanks for giving me the time on my
No,
channel.
not a problem, mate. This is my pleasure, and thank you for taking the time as well.
Thank you very much, Liam, and hope to get you back on in the future when you're back in the ring.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Top man. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Liam. Thanks, mate.
Ta,
Cheers.
pal.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.